Anyone feeling emotional turbulence lately? We're in between two eclipses, okay? My DMs are flooded. My conversations are flooded. My own experiences are flooded with triggers, emotional turbulence for self and everyone else around me. And that's no surprise because there are a lot of big energies happening. Like I said, we're in between two eclipses. The next one's on October 2nd. We have things happening with Pluto, transformation, deep stuff. Hidden things are coming to the surface, and it is going to cause people to react, yourself and others, in a variety of different ways. What is happening is things that were buried deep within come to the surface, and you might not even be aware of what those are, but you're starting to feel the emotions of it. Now, it can happen with your own feelings, and it can happen with others around you, that people are being triggered left and right. Is this happening for you? Let me know. That's why I had to do this. I did a meditation this morning. I got a channeled message. It's something we need to talk about. Triggers for me are the thing that excites me most. You can ask my best friends this. I hope they chime in here and prove my point. But I always say I love being triggered, and that's because I understand what triggers mean. So when an individual does something or says something that gets me frustrated, angry, I feel like I'm in the right, I'm like, what's wrong with that person? I personally have worked to be able to elevate beyond the interaction, to just, instead of react, to pause, listen, reflect, and respond. And that is a life-changing skill that you can master, because when people are emotional around us, that's out of our control. But how we respond to that, or how we respond to our own interactions and experiences in the world, we also have the ability to control. Not only to control, but to excel, to learn, to heal, and to thrive. And this is become one of my superpowers. So I want to help you through some of this stuff. The energies are forcing us to really face deeper things right now. Things that we've done a really good job suppressing. People are shining their mirrors in front of us. The external world is really showing us those things that we have to work on. So people, places, things, experiences that are coming in, or have been over the last 2 weeks, and will still be continuing to happen over the next couple weeks. It's going to be really important for you to pay attention to it for the growth and for your highest good. So when someone triggers you, you're feeling a certain way, and let's just say they're totally in the wrong. Put that over there for a second. Okay, fine. They're totally in the wrong. But why do you feel a certain way about it? Why is it bothering you to your core, where it's affecting your own emotionality? It's because you have a wound in there. You have a wound having nothing to do with this person, probably. It's a deep-seated thing that you have now the opportunity to examine. My best friends will attest to this. I love getting triggered. I love getting triggered because I am here to work on evolving my soul, to be helping others, and to be able to transform these things from a darkness into a light, and to heal these wounds, okay? And some of us are doing generational healing. So there's a lot of stuff here. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that, you deserve to be feeling bad. This is an opportunity to take that and transmute it into a higher plane, okay? So when I get triggered, that for me is a red alert that there's something still inside of me. There's a wound. There's something that needs healing. And a lot of times I don't even know what the heck that is. So it's about exploration. And I always use the 5 whys to do that. So when you're triggered and you say, well, this person did this and I can't stand that because that bothers me so much. Why? Why does it bother you? Answer the question. You get the answer to that question. Okay, well, why? Why to that? Asking yourself why 5 times gets down to the depths of the root cause. You might end up in childhood. You might end up when you were a toddler. It doesn't always have to do with your parents either. Explore this beyond that. Okay, so yes, while you'll have to interact with this individual that might be triggering you in the experience, fine, put that aside for a second, deal with why you're triggered, okay? And then in the conversation with the individual or the experiencing that you're having, give love and honor that they are also going through something. They also don't have these tools, and elevate above the conversation. Don't be so personally in it. Elevate from it and be an observer of what is happening. How are they talking? Why are they talking? If it doesn't make sense to you, listen, listen, listen. Give that love. Now, if someone's totally disrespecting you and all of that, of course, you also want, and some of you need to be practicing self-love, okay? So when you get into guilt or worry or things like that, that is an alert that you have to work on love of self and not feel so guilty and not respond in a certain way where you're coddling other people, right? God has given every single person exactly what they need. You are not here to fix others, okay? But we are here to all support each other and help each other. And sometimes that help means triggering each other, okay? So when someone is saying things that you don't like, you should find it's very powerful to elevate yourself above the conversation and respond versus react. Ask questions. Do you ask questions first, or do you go in with I'm right and a statement of why they're wrong, right? Do ask deep questions, ask thoughtful questions with the intent of love and exploration. Allow yourself to not get so emotionally triggered by them. Deal with your trigger, but give some love to the space knowing they're going through it too. And likely it has nothing to do with you. Just like how they're triggering you, likely has nothing to do with them. This is the time. This is such a powerful moment right now for you to make some real significant life changes and step into a newer, higher version of yourself. So every time I get triggered, my best friends will attest to this, I get super excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm triggered. What is this? There's dust under the rug is what I call it. And it's time to sweep that out and deal with those things. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. You don't just find out what your trigger is and where it stems from. Then it's time to heal that baby. Okay, we got to heal that wound. And that's when you can do therapy. You can do coaching. But a lot of times we don't even know what the wound is. The trigger is pointing you to the wound. Okay? When you get pointed to the wound, don't ignore it. Don't blame others. Let's deal with the wound, find out what it is, and then figure out those steps to heal the wound. So there's a lot of emotional turbulence happening right now. Let me know, is that happening for you? Is it happening for others? The energies are pushing us there, but you got this. I am here. And it happens for all light workers as well. I have been triggered. I have emotional turbulence of others and myself going on in my life. But you know what? It's a beautiful thing when you're able to elevate beyond it and really bubble up and try to give love to those around you, and especially yourself. Put that oxygen mask on you too. All right, everyone, have a blessed and abundant day. We're going to do more on triggers. This is going to be going on for a little bit. People have been commenting my readings have not been so positive, but that's because that's the energy. So I just let Spirit give you what you need. So go back, look at some of my recent readings, and really take that in to see if that can help you figure out where you are. So are you in the moment of your triggered? Are you in the moment where you've discovered what that trigger is rooted from? Or are you in the mode of healing? Or are you in the mode of absolutely resisting, reacting, and getting into major fights and arguments? Let me know. No judgment.